creating, just what I mean right now. And it was just like an idea. And crazy thing about it is like, you don't know until it actually happens. Like, you seriously, not gonna lie. And most of this project which I'm working right now is called A Weekend in July. It's also just the same way. It started as a vision. As I was thinking about it, I made a cover in June. I was thinking June, A Weekend in June, and then something was just like, you're probably not gonna do it in June, so let me just write July. And then I forgot about it. I didn't even touch it. I was working actually on a different project, and then weirdly I got this weekend which I had to take care of the farm, and then it was like, weirdly I went there. I went with all my equipment, like, because I want to be mobile, and that's been my very thing. I've worked so hard to just even get my mindset to understand, like, okay, you're going somewhere for a couple of days, bring your stuff with you. Like, a moment of creative can arise at any given moment. So I did that, and just remembering, because I remember even sometimes I went to work with my brother, I don't have lights. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was so like upset with me, because it's like, you're a video guy, you're going to work, and there's no, you don't have the equipment. It's like, but then we made it work. Like, it was, that pushed me to being like creative and finding ways and tricks. And now I'm like learning to be disciplined, working on self-development, which is something outside photography, outside being creative. It's very down, but it's been helping me creatively plan and listen and give myself some time. And it's been working so nicely, because I can plan my work, I can plan my schedule, and then I can always do something. It's nice. I love it. And so this is 2 years later. This is my setup. I rearrange my room like almost every month, and it's like, it's like I get new stuff, and the other thing is like, those new stuff needs space. And there's this, I think it's a Kendrick. It was in a song he was talking. It was just like, I don't know, but it was something like, he was telling his mom he's gonna get a car. I'm not sure, Kendrick or with that Family Feud guy. Yeah, but I don't know. I just got this, and then he was like, his mom was like, where are you gonna put it? Like, first you gotta have room for it. You gotta have space to put the car. And I've literally carried that, like, weirdly in the subconscious of my mind, where it's like, if I think, like, right now I'm thinking of having a Mac Mini, and this is just, I don't know how they function, but I just know I want to use it to operate in my system. The biggest thing is like to keep on being ready and being, when the moment is right, and to do stuff. And that has been even the thing with just being disciplined. It's like, we constantly have to be aware and be ready to do stuff. And one quote I learned was, make decision quickly and change slowly. And it's very interesting. It's just, I guess, the meaning of discipline, where if you need to make a decision quickly and promptly, you're able to make it, but you're not like jumping from one to the next, and you're not swayed too much with other people's influence, and you're yourself. I mean, like, where, I had to be strong physically and mentally to be able to work and get the money, physically to withstand the pain that comes with working, because this work is not fun. It can be, you can make it fun, but it usually involves a little bit pain. And just exercise, I remember most, even now when I exercise, it's like I always try to get to a point where it's like I'm like, oh, I can't do this, and then I go a little bit more just to make sure, like. And I think it comes from the idea of maximizing my potentiality. Maximize your potential. You don't want to die today and be like, man, I could have done more. I certainly don't want to do that. So I want to maximize my potential by working hard, by finding new ways, by improving myself every single day, every way I can, and chasing like my dream, focusing on my goal. Don't lose yourself. And it's that what really means you should try to kind of learn yourself, understand yourself, and get strong physical, mentally, and spiritual, because you need to defend. Like, I'm not saying like, for example, all this stuff I've got, and it's like, it's fancy stuff, but also stuff that I've worked hard to get to. I remember last year I was like in debt trying to pay off this like desktop, which is incredible, amazing to use, and to like, because it's made for editing. It's made so it's easy on the light. I can stare this all day and my eyes won't get hurt. And I worked hard to pay like for my speakers, but then I need to be tough enough to protect them. One challenge I had was whenever with my speakers, when I was paying for them, like, you know, because they were on a lease, and so I had to keep up the payment. If I did it, they was gonna come and take it. So that's like, I had to be strong. Another challenge which I had, it wasn't a challenge, it was just something that also I had to kind of understand also different. It was like, I had a friend who, you know, we were both making music, and I had given him my speakers, and I was still paying them for them then. They weren't mine yet. And, you know, we wanted to start a relationship where we can help each other, you know, by making beats and, you know, here and there. But then it was like, the main thing which I learned was like, I also needed them with my creative stuff. So it's like, it's another idea which is like, you gotta sometimes put you first and kind of think of like, again, be strong to say no. No means a lot. No means no squared, however you want to put it, you know. And it is important to be able to even love yourself and also give yourself. It was very uncomfortable, even though they were my speakers. It was very, very uncomfortable. So I just finished watching a video. This guy was describing how a fourth dimension thinking, and I was like, I'm very like, you know, I'm very spiritual, I'm very like, ooh, but then sometimes I'm like, woo, too much, you know what I mean? But this is the name. His name is, you have double the revenue. What is it? Wazi Johil. So many few select have been able to achieve this in the world, this secret of unlocking the fourth dimension thinking. And the majority are in regretful and in pain, hurting, and they are unable to ever accomplish this level. Whether it's just success in general, in their field, or human and transforming themselves. When you think about them, and they are few, and there's many of us who are hurting. So unlocking the fourth dimension, one, understanding your importance. Understanding your importance. I can't believe that might be the title of this. We are three-dimensional creature who can exist in the fourth dimension of thinking. We are three-dimensional creature tapping into fourth dimension of thinking. However, the title is going to be what he was trying to say. You know, first, see your goal, have a mindset, see it visually, visualize it. He gave example in golf. I don't play golf. I'm gonna give example in soccer. I used to play soccer. I still play soccer. I remember one time I had to take a penalty And I've taken so many penalties. I'm so comfortable taking penalties. But this time it was at a tournament. If we scored this, we would have won. And I went there, and I'm not sure what happened, but this is what, like, because I saw the goal, I saw everything. But before I go, I went to take the picture, the penalty. I was like, it came with fear, because it was like, what if this is the goal that will win you? And then I didn't hit it with power, because I was so careful in trying to make sure it doesn't go over the bar. I've seen so many people hitting it over, and I hit it so slow, like it didn't have power behind it. And at the end, it was like, it was a good penalty, but it didn't have power, and we missed. And the next person missed too, so like he contributed, got a little bit off me, but I was still a reason for that. And I can't believe years after that, I'm still like, it still exists in me. And so I think you gotta change how you think. You gotta change how you view stuff. If you see something as fearful, you're gonna do it fearfully. You're gonna be scared to do it. So you gotta see it as powerful. You gotta become what you think you want to be. It makes sense, because like, if you want to be rich, you can't be rich by acting poor. You gotta act rich, you gotta think rich, you gotta think. So you become what you think about. I think that's the fourth dimension of thinking. Have a goal mindset. And he gave a very good example where it was, life is like a film, like, film tape. One thing to understand, he said, was present, the past, and the future all exist at the same time. A great movie referencing this is Loki. I love that movie. I can't wait to see what they do next. I'm just waiting. I'm like, it's like waiting for the next chapter of the Bible. You're like, what's Jesus gonna say? But talking about fourth dimensional thing, which I also think like that might be something where it's like the past, the present, and the future coexist at the same time. And we always just live in this moment. So, and something to say was like, if you think about a tape, a film tape, it shows everything is there, the past, the present, the future, but it only shows the moment. So whatever the light passes, whenever the light hits that little frame, that is what you call the present. But when it moves to the next frame, that is what you call the present, and you keep, moving it to the next. But the present always exists. It's just when it's shown. Like, if it was possible to take that and show it another place, you can also see a different present. And what he was trying to say, and I think this is true, and I'm gonna finish the video and hopefully wrap what I'm trying to say, was we kinda can get to prepare ourselves, get in a way where we can think of the future, think smarter, think creatively, to unlock the gift that is in our brain, because our brain holds such a humongous capacity that we can't even comprehend. And that's just, we can't comprehend. Like, it's not what is possible. It's like, what if what we can't comprehend is 30%? Because they say we only use like 20% of our brain. Think about it. If we can't comprehend 25%, that means there's untouched potential, 85% untouched potential. My math didn't make sense there, but because if we use 20% of our brain, not all of us do that. Some of us use 5%, So unlock your thinking. You become what you think. I just say, like, I envisioned this. It's so weird. I started feeling like, where it's so uncomfortable for me, because I've always had to go, that go to a moment where there's nothing to do. You're like, what the fuck? Give me something to do now. It's like, but no, it's like, no, you're fine. You don't need to do it. No, you don't need to run right now. You can just jog. It's okay. Pace yourself. And now it's like, I am to a place where I'm like, I can call this a studio. Like this is some stuff that I wanna do personally. I wanna have like those echo stuff, the sound does. I wanna have one maybe in the room to like just to help with the echo and also maybe soundproof a little bit. But you know, where it's like I don't know if those actually soundproof. I think they reduce the amount of echo, which might reduce the amount of sound, and it's still a work in progress. But it's like I sometimes can't come in my room because I'm like I can't get out. I love it. I've worked hard for it. You know, and it's okay that I also know that someday, somehow, this might be in jeopardy. So what do I do? And I need to think where else I want to be, how secure I want to be, how, and that's kind of just important, and it all starts with thinking. So in a couple of weeks I'm gonna be releasing one of my projects, and it's called A Weekend in July, and it's the first thing that I've done that's just been like something that I really wanted to do. I made all the beats, all the video, all the editing, the sound, I sent it out to a couple of people. One, to make me wait, to release it, to make me wait, to make me revise, because that's art. I revise with all my art, my writing. I revise with my pictures. It's important to revise and to look at it different and to understand a little bit different. And sometimes when I come back, it's like a different song, and sometimes it's like makes it a little bit better. So important to let it sit, let it cook, let it boil, let the meal boil, let the beats cook, let the music cook, let your thoughts cook. And that's why even me right now, I can't really explain what he was talking about. He was talking about, and because I haven't let it sit, and because I haven't let it cook, and I'm getting better. Like each day I'm getting better. Each day I'm happy to hear my brother is getting better, my future wife is getting better. I'm happy to hear my mother is getting better, my father, and my friends are getting better. And I want you to get better too. Get better at yourself. Get better at whatever you like, whatever you want to get better at. You can, because you can do it. And you have done it the moment you think about it. The moment you think about doing it. They say it's the thought that counts, but literally it is the thought that counts. Start counting them thoughts. And I love you. Stay blessed. And see you next Saturday. This is the afterthought, and we out. I love you.